Hello, my name's Michael Holdcroft. I'm out with the dog at the moment, but I thought I would take the opportunity of trying out the stabilizer in this smartphone. The reason I'm doing that is because I watched a video from Bertram Heath where he was explaining why you should always do videos and do them regularly. Now the problem is that the video which he did, he was jumping up and down in the screen. Basically, there was a problem with the stabilizer, is that it wasn't compensating for the movement of him going through this plowed field. So basically what I want to do is just try and see what effect the stabilizer has on any extreme movements which I make. So I'm going to be trying this just to see what happens with extreme movements on this smartphone. Okay, I'm on some terrain which is a bit uneven now. It's probably not as extreme as Bertram's ploughed field, but basically it is a pretty uneven field where I am at the moment, and I shall be going down some steeper bits very shortly just to see what sort of problem I get with that. My impression is that it's not going to make much of a difference because the camera is basically steady in the hand, and it's also staying at the same level in comparison to my body and my head. And here we go down the first of the obstacles which I've got here. Oh, my dog's eating apples, so we're gonna have to wait a couple of minutes until she gets down here. Hey, boss! Okay, the dog's back, and she's still eating apples, but as long as they're fresh, there's no problem with that. Okay, the smartphone keeps on giving me some problems for some reason or other. I'm going to have to look into that and see what it is. Apparently it says that I've got a Smart Connect coming up, and I've pressed some button to install an app or something like that, and that's the reason why the video is switching off from time to time. So we're coming into a shady part of the woods here. It's basically a very steep, how can you say it? It's a very steep drop to a dry stream, which is dry in the summer, and let's see what sort of result that gets when we're walking down here. But I still believe this is going to be quite easy. It's not going to cause any major problem with the stabilization of the camera. But I have a couple of obstacles which I want to go through, and we'll see what happens when I start to go over them. So, okay, this is going over a log. It's only a small one, but it's still going over a log. Hey, mouse. So, okay, now we're going up another steep part, and let's see what happens here. I don't think that's going to be any problem either. So, okay, maybe the camera is not going to be coping with maybe the camera is not going to be coping very easily with the various light strength. Yeah. Why didn't I script this? Yeah. Anyway, probably the camera is not going to be able to cope very easily with the various light strengths which you see here in the wooded parts of this track. Of course, it's a lot darker than it is in the lighter parts, so it's probably not going to be able to cope with that very quickly or very easily. But we will see that very shortly. Let's have a look. Yes. Okay. So we're going to try another couple of obstacles here and see if that makes any difference, or if I can cause this motion sickness effect which Bertram Heath had on his video. Okay, here we go. I don't know if that made any difference, but we'll just try it again. Anyway, the motion sickness you're probably going to get is more of me turning around than it is going to be going up and down, I would say. But we'll edit this video very shortly, and then I can see what sort of effects I get. Yes, basically it's much too warm for dogs in weather like this. Well, we've got around about 35 degrees today, centigrade or Celsius, and my dog is having a bit of a problem. So it looks as though we're going to have to make an end on this video. I think you will see that it's not made all that much of a difference going over obstacles or uneven ground. The camera seems to cope with the uneven movement, which is basically the cause of the problem by Bertram Heath's video. So all I can say is the Sony Experia U has an excellent camera and is very easy to use for making this sort of video. My name is Michael Holcroft, and I'll be back with you soon with a new video. Goodbye. Thomas, geh mal. Bitte.